energy is vibrating with energy and inner power. I am motivated beyond belief. I am reconnected to my true self. I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality. I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each day. Joy is returning to my life. I do what I must to achieve my goals. Every day I get more and more happier. My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing. My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence. Others see me as powerful and self-assured. I am dedicated to achieving my goals. I forgive and love myself, even if I encounter what is considered a failure. My goals are what is most important to me. People admire me for my strength of character. People are attracted to my positive and inviting energy. I let go of all cravings. My confidence is rock solid. I need no one's approval and do whatever I please. My voice is powerful and I speak with authority. My eye contact shows my confidence. Women are attracted to me each day as if I so please. I am irresistibly attractive. I am focused on what is important. I make daily progress towards my goals. I am growing for the better. All women are just naturally attracted to my charisma. All women can feel my sexual energy when they are near me. All desire for old habits is gone. I am free. I hold myself to the highest level of excellence. I can and will improve. I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I succeed because of my self-discipline. I choose high energy and affirm my success in life. I am living a life free of temptation. Sexual control is my true force of strength. My energy is vibrating with energy and inner power. I am motivated beyond belief. I am reconnected to my true self. I am living a life of control. I am a god in this reality. I radiate sex appeal and confidence. I maintain supreme impulse control. I am always calm and relaxed in all situations. Confidence is my true birthright. My features are legendary and desirable. I have bulletproof social confidence. I am capable of anything I set my mind to. I am proud of who I am and what I do. My willpower is always stronger than any temptation I encounter. I resist all temptations as they arise. I take pride in the way I look. I am comfortable in who I am. My passion for life is alive and well. I release the past and focus only on what I am creating here and now. My dopamine stores are replenished more each day.
Yes.
Joy is returning to my life. I do what I must to achieve my goals. Every day I get more and more happier.
Let's go.
My eyes are seductive and mesmerizing.
Yes.
My masculinity allows women to be more feminine when in my presence.
Woo.
Others see me as powerful and self-assured. I am dedicated to
This is it.
achieving my goals. I forgive and love myself, even if I encounter what is considered a failure. My goals are what is most important to me. People admire me for my strength of character.
Yes.
People are attracted to my positive and inviting energy. I let go of all cravings. My confidence is rock solid. I need no one's approval and do whatever I please. My voice is powerful and I speak with authority. My eye contact shows my confidence. Women are attracted to me each day. I am proud of my physique and appearance. I can lead any social interactions if I so please. I am irresistibly attractive. I am focused on what is important. I make daily progress towards my goals.
But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. You changed.
But I'm the best ever.
Welcome to Man's Superpower. Feel your power, bro. Let's go. 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 Let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome to possibly the last show of Men's Superpower. Possibly the last show on NoFap. And Semen Retention. It's been 2 years. I've accomplished my dream. At least my vision. When I was recovering, I said to myself that I was going to come back and share all the knowledge and all the insights that I gained on my journey. And it's been almost 2 years, and I have done just that. Possibly it's time to move on. All good things. You already know the rest. Must come to an end. But we also know the end of one thing means the beginning of another, and hopefully greater and better thing. Welcome, 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 welcome. My higher purpose is calling. My higher passions are calling. My destiny has been waiting. NoFap and Semen Retention have been the path, the means to my destiny. Welcome to Men's Superpower. It's good to have you. You know yourself. You've been here before. This is not your first time. And if it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome to Men's Superpower. This is going to be 143 videos in 2 years. And that's a lot for 2 years, but it's because I've taken a lot of breaks in between. When I'm at it, I'm at it. But when I take a break, I take a break. I have accomplished my vision to come back and share my insights, my ideas, my practices, things that I have learned that helped me recover after 23 years of fapping, 23 years of PMO, porn, masturbation, orgasm, 23 years of chasing the skirts, the vagina, 23 years of confusion, low self-esteem, negative self-image, 23 years of beta male behaviors, 23 years of lack of direction, pain, suicidal thoughts. And so I thought to myself, which I was right, there are men in the world suffering with the same things that I was suffering. And if I ever found some solution, I would come back and share the solutions with my brothers. I would come create some work. I would come and make some videos, put my knowledge out there in great quantity, if that's a good term, referring to knowledge. But I would put my knowledge out there so that a man would find enough of my understanding, enough of my insights on this area of work. And he would be greatly aided on his journey. I've been getting a lot of emails. I've been getting a lot of comments. And right here on the live, a lot of men have stopped by and say, bro, this is my first time catching you live. I've never left you a comment, but I want you to know, 8 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago, I found your channel and I've been binging on your videos. And yes, my life has changed. I've made progress on my nofap journey. I've made progress on my semen retention journey, just consuming your materials. So I have accomplished my vision. I don't think I have anything left to say. I think I've said it all. I've given it all right here on this channel. In 143 videos, it's more videos because some of the videos I've actually put on private. They're not public, but it's more videos. I've produced more videos. I think I've put enough. There is enough in my repertoire. There is enough in my library for any man on this journey to come and find, to help them. As you know, on YouTube, there's no such thing as old videos. I'm sure you may have watched the videos since YouTube launched, and you're like, you still get value out of it. So there's no such thing as old videos. And so this may be the last video or the last show ever done on nofap and semen retention. Not my last work on YouTube, not my last work on this channel. No, just on the topics of nofap and semen retention. I can't stay on it forever. I've done enough. I've put enough information. It's there. It's on the server. It's on the channel. Now, before I move on from it, I will re-optimize my videos. I will re-optimize the videos. I will re-tag them. I will re-describe them. I'll put new descriptions according to my understanding now of keyword search and metadata, so that those videos are more searchable and easier to be found. I'll take some time to go through all of them and do according to my knowledge. Thank you. James Earl Jr., I appreciate you. Thank you. Day 2, hang in there. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. I love YouTube. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. We up in this BI. Brendan Bailey. What up, bro? Welcome to another session. Possibly the last session. On my way to 30 days. Congrats, bro. Stay the course. Stay on the journey. I just did my workout and took a cold shower. I feel like the man of steel, Superman. I just did the same thing, bro. Just came from the gym, took a shower, put on some clothes, came down, made me some tea, and I was multitasking. I was turning on my lights, turning on the computer, finishing up my thumbnail while I do my tea and take care of some other house business, getting ready for the next hour and a half. So you're on the right path. You're on the right journey, bro. We all feel the same way on this journey. I've never felt this good. I've never felt this strong. I've never felt this powerful. I've never felt this grounded. I've never felt this dynamic, awake, aware. Never. So you're on the right journey. K Pope, welcome back. Yes, indeed. You know, yeah, I'm not leaving YouTube like I said earlier. So I was on my way to the gym. It's cold down here right now in Atlanta. I actually jogged to the gym and jogged back. On my way to the gym, I got really cold, of course, because my blood had not been circulated. Of course, on my way back home, I wasn't as cold because I had already worked out and felt the pain. And workout is so much beautiful. You know, like you have the will, you want to feel the pain. You want to push the heaviest weight safely. You want to do it. In the midst of your muscles feeling pain and explosion, you feel good in the midst of it. Like psychologically and emotionally, you feel good. You want the pain. It's amazing. You want it. You want it. You want it. You feel good after a good workout when you know you gave it all. Every rep was your all. You feel so good. I'm not leaving YouTube. I love YouTube. I was on another creator's work this morning, and she said she loves YouTube. I said I love YouTube. I ain't leaving YouTube. That's the only social media I'm not quitting. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, bro. John Roundtree, welcome back. This will always be the best. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. I appreciate that. And so what the story is, it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since I came across NoFap, embraced it, went for it. Semen Retention, went for it. I remember my baby steps, my first couple of steps. Shaky, nervous, fearful, because I had tried so many times. It never worked. It didn't work. Why would it work right now? But I do want to try. Let me just try. They say if I take a cold shower, it will work. I'll feel different. So let me take the cold shower. It's painful. I don't like the cold shower, but all these guys say that it will help. So let me take the cold shower. So I take the cold shower. And it helped. And it helped. Whatever they said, I tried, and it helped. Fearfully, trembling, shaking. Because I had PTSD. PTSD relating to recovery of fapping, because I had tried so many times and failed. So that means you have PTSD. You remember that you tried and you failed. So you don't want to try once more. And so 5 years later, we have grown so much. We have developed so much. We have transformed so much. Bro, for the past 2 years, I've been hearing in my mind, you're the alchemist. You're the alchemist. And I've been calling myself to myself, I'm the alchemist. I'm David the Alchemist. I'm David the Alchemist. I have transmuted so many situations in my life, bro. I have changed. I have turned so much water into wine in my life, bro. I have plugged so many leaks in my life, bro. I have turned so many negativity into so much positivity, bro. I have turned so many negative emotions into so many positive ones, bro. I have uplifted myself. I have come from a state of weakness, lethargy, low self-esteem, attachment issues, to completeness, worthiness, high self-esteem, positive self-image, strength, dynamism, commanding attention, commanding presence, commanding service, commanding respect. People seek to serve me. They seek me to serve me. They come to me. And they will not stop until they have solved my problem. It's easy to find an employee to help me in a business. It's easy. And once I find that employee, they will make sure they provide me with some satisfaction. You know how you find an employee and they're like, aisle 15, but that's not true. They just want to get rid of you, or they just give you some kind of BS and move on. They don't do that, because once they come into my presence, they get magnetized. They get glued. They feel the vibe. They feel the energy. And they're compelled to produce something for me. Of course, all these things happen privately. They happen to me by myself. Nobody knows. If I don't share it, you don't know it. But I want you to experience it too. I want you to experience it too. Men have been on a decline in this society. But it's still a men's world. Don't tell nobody, because it's the truth. It's going to be a men's world for a long time. Listen, testosterone and logic are the only two things that can run this world. Estrogen and emotions can't run this world. Let's move on from this tangent. My mind doesn't want to move on, but I'll move on. And so I want you to experience that. I've made a lot of sacrifice for the past 2 years to produce this work. Financial sacrifice, both expenses and both not, or I don't want to say losing money, making opportunities, but there have been many times where I chose to do a live show for 2 or 3 hours instead of conducting a certain amount of business that would give me money. Because I had a goal, I had a vision. Not that I didn't want the money, not that I didn't need it, but I always felt like, let me put the content out there. Let me put the work out there for my brothers. Let me put the work. Let me do the work. Let me put the work. Let me add to the work. Let me add to it. And the day will come where I can take a break from, putting a lot of content. I can just come on every once in a while. Because truth be told, if my spirit tells me to go live, and I have a business opportunity that's competing with that, you best believe I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. I've done it many times for the past 2 years. You know why? Because I think to myself, go with that business opportunity for the night is making some money for myself. I need the money. I want it. I'm worth it. I deserve it. But then I disobey the voice of the universe to make an impact that night. I could have impacted 10 men. I could have kept 10 men from fapping tonight, or from getting into some sort of issue, or even from suicide. But I discounted the voice of the universe to serve, and I went and make a living. I don't want to have that on my conscience. I don't want to live like that. To me, it's a better life. It's a life better lived to know that I have impacted some men than to say I'm driving a Bentley, which I want, which I believe if I continue on this journey, I'll drive one day. But if push comes to shove, I would rather never drive a Bentley till I'm old. But I know that I have impacted so many men. I know that somewhere in the world on YouTube, I have videos that have a lot of beautiful comments because of, grateful comments because of the work, because of the help that those men have received. Just imagine, I would rather be on my dying bed thinking that channel will continue, those videos will continue. And I'm dying right now, but they will continue. Peace be unto me. And may those who come in the future find the help that they need. I have transformed so much. I'm at the place where now a higher calling, which has always been a calling over my life, but PMO would not let that take precedence in my life. Now I'm at the place where I have to produce something worthwhile. And I'm not talking about men's superpower. I'm talking about otherwise, like in my personal life. I have to produce something worthwhile. I have to produce something with a high ROI, a high return on investment. I have to transform my skills into sellable and marketable products. I have to go out there and do business. Because now I can do it. Through semen retention, I'm strong enough to do it. I can focus enough to do it. I have discipline. I have cleared so many negative thoughts and mindsets, I'm clear now. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I have to. That's what it is. You will not know that. You will not know that I can sit down and spend 4 or 5 hours just recording a video and editing it and posting it. But I've had to learn all of these things. I've had to learn all of it. I had never done any of that. I've had to learn all of these things, and they take time to learn. They take time to create. And I have not been making money off YouTube. No, but it's been a vision of mine. The universe commanded me. The universe gave me a call, and I answered the call. I said, yes, I would step forward and come. There are people in my life or people I've met who think this guy is wasting his time. I've met women, one of the first questions they ask me, so do you make money on your shows? Do you get money? I'm like, there's something called, super chat, but because they're interested in, are you making money? Because you're texting me, I'm about to go live for 3 hours, so don't text, don't call. Or you're spending 3-4 hours in this thing 2-3 nights a week. You better be making money. That's how she thinks. And of course, we forgive her. It's fine. There's nothing to explain to her. There's nothing to talk to her about. It's fine. She will not understand. She is solipsistic. Solipsistic. Oh, did I mess it up? Solipsistic. You know the word. She can't see anything outside of the frame of reference of herself. Don't tell nobody. So the idea of doing something purely to impact another individual, that idea is foreign to the feminine. It's come again. That's why it's a men's world. That's why everything here men have built, because we are the one with the calling, with the disposition, with the drive to impact. So she doesn't need to understand. She doesn't need an explanation. We're just like, yeah, well, and just leave it there. You just don't want to lie. You just don't want to say, oh yeah, I make money, or no, I don't. But you don't want to. Men are driven by mission, by vision, by determination. And so for the past 2 years, I've been driven to do this work, bro. This work was part of a reason that I left a relationship I was in. I was like, I'm going through so many issues in this relationship. And while I'm preparing myself to start a channel, I'm leaving. I'm out. I told the lady, my brothers are waiting for me. The work that I told you that I've been waiting to start, I'm getting closer to starting that work. And this relationship here is not working. I'm out. And I did. And 1 month after that breakup, I launched the channel, and so forth and so on. And so many other things opportunities I did not take, because I would not have started that channel. I met a lady that I connected with so much. In fact, I saw her pictures on Instagram at the beach. I mean, anyway, let me not say what I'm about to say, but I really liked her. I really liked her. She was spiritual, respectful, good mindset, physically beautiful. Look up to me. I'm the king. But guess what, though, bro? I met her right at the time I'm setting up my studio. Right at the time I began to record videos. I think I had maybe launched 2 or 3 videos at the time, like in the early stage of starting the work. And I met her. And the way things were going between me and her, I wouldn't be doing this work like that. And I told her, oh, man, I do like you, but I'm on a mission. I have to start this YouTube channel. I have to produce the work. I have. I'm sorry. I'll catch up with you later. When I get to a certain point and I feel like the work is stable enough, I'll link up with you. If you're dating, fine. If you're not and you still want to continue dating with me, you do that. I've done that, bro. But you don't know. I have to tell you. You don't know. I have to tell you. The sacrifices I've made. I hope you're not sitting there thinking I'm coming behind the camera when it's convenient for me. I hope you're not thinking that none of these things cost money. This is a $400 mic. I didn't have to have it, but I love quality. I want you to hear me and not feel like it's not good quality. You know, this soundboard here is $600. I didn't have to have it, but I didn't want to come here and try to talk to you and you're like, I remember this one time this guy says, I'm on the train and I can't hear the volume of this video. And somebody said, what if somebody said, get off the train or wait until you're off the train? But my concern is maybe listening to it on the train might keep him from a relapse. You understand? I will tell you, I've been involved in a lot of businesses in my life. I've been a real estate agent, public notary in Florida. I've been in the car dealership several years, not only as a salesman, but also as a partner in a used car dealership. I've done other businesses. I've made a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. I've owned a food concession in Florida. I've owned a cleaning business. That was my first business. They were not failures. I sold the cleaning business. I sold the food concession twice. No, it wasn't a scam twice. The first one was on contract. The stipulations were until the buyer made a final payment, I was to retain ownership. And yes, I drew the contract because I've also studied business law. So I'm well versed with contracts and writing up and drawing contracts and business paperwork, agreements and stuff. So he put a down payment. He started making monthly payments while he was operating the business. I think his wife wanted him to quit. So he called me and said, I'm turning everything over back to you. So he lost the down payment and the monthly payments. And then I sold the business anew, like cash. I've done a lot of things. But I want to tell you, and I'm proud to say, this has been the most satisfying and the most impactful work I've done in my life. Because you know why? It wasn't done for money. I wasn't expecting money to come. I wasn't doing it to make money, to get the money. It was pure out of my own pain of the past, how I used to be, out of the passion to help you and other men. So it was selfless, or it's been selfless. This is the work I've gotten the most compliments from. This is the work that I've sat down with myself, by myself, and pondered on, should I quit? I need to go make money, man. I need to go make money for myself. Like, I need to go do work in the world, because in the real world, I need to be more effective. But then in that same conversation with myself, I also say, but this is not enough. I haven't done enough for these guys. I haven't done enough. I need to do more work. And then that's when I decided, well, let's revamp the studio and let's start going live and spend several hours putting that information out there. Because, listen, I can't upload a video that's longer than 6 minutes. It doesn't matter what internet I have, that thing takes so long. Listen, man, you can't upload videos. I mean, I've made 30-minute videos that I've never uploaded. I've made 25-minute videos they can't. It takes forever to upload. So this live thing is just perfect. It's just perfect. You would not know. And you don't need to know. And I'm telling you right now, because I'm at this crucial point in the work, and I'm telling you too, as a way of teaching you also, helping you understand how vision, mission, and purpose are important as a man. We are motivated by gains, although we are more motivated by fear, by loss, but we are very motivated by gains. But when you can involve yourself in a work, not for the gain, but there isn't a way to make gain anyway. That's a test to your character and a testimony to your character also. But this work is what has made my character. No FAP semen retention is the work that has made my character. I'm on a higher level right now, bro. I'm on a higher level right now, bro. I mean, I'm on a higher level right now, bro. Like, higher level. I manifest with the one thought. I think it, it shows up. I think it, I get the phone call. I think it, she does it, he does it, or she says it, he says it. I think it, I feel it in my body. I think it, the solution comes. I don't have problems. When things come up, I don't panic. Whoa, no. Go to sleep. I go to sleep. When situations come in my life right now, I go to sleep. When my woman, you know how, I hope you know, women have this way of saying things. And she's just talking, but you know, it's not disrespectful or anything, but whatever she's saying, when you're beta, when you're not on your mission, you pay attention to them and you answer them. And nobody have time to answer that right now. Like, keep talking, babe. Yeah, talk. I zip it. I ain't got time for that. I'm thinking this work and other work. I'm thinking this work and other work. So long you're not disrespecting me, definitely not cheating on me, so long you're still serving me, everything is beautiful. The love, the service, the chemistry, everything is great. It's great. I don't need time to pay attention to female-driven interactions. Zip it. And other people too. Do you know, I've stopped watching non-harmful videos. They're not harmful, but they're wasting my time because I don't really, there's no return on them. The return is not great, or there's no return at all. I don't listen to it on the road. I don't see it. I quickly turn my attention from it if it's not gonna benefit me personally directly. When I'm walking, I'm only paying attention to where I'm going. I don't see people. Yeah, you know, if she passes in front of me, I do see her, and I'm like, but then I still keep going. It's another level. And what has brought me to this higher level I'm talking about right now is my workout from the summer, from June last year. I've been steadily working out from June last year. I have not skipped a week. And if I skipped a day, I made up for the day. So yeah. And that's a lot of blood circulation. That's a lot of nutrients circulating through my body. That's a lot of heart rate balancing. That's a lot of brain oxygenation. Yeah. Oxygenation, right? Yeah. That's a lot of muscle development. Well, not quite development, but that's a lot of strengthening of my muscles. You understand? That's a lot of endorphins releasing. I know it's not much. It's not 2 years. It's not 3 years. But for me, it's the most consistent workout or fitness, anything I've been on. The most consistent from June last year. Till right now, I just left the gym. I told you. Just left the gym. Till right now. And I've recently picked up a NutriBullet. and I've been making smoothies, raw vegetables and fruits every day. Bam. Bam. I wake up in the morning and feel fully awake, already on top of how I was already feeling. And imagine still keeping most of that. I'm saying for me, I'm at a different point on my journey. Pay attention to your journey, where you are on the journey. Don't do what I do. No, don't do as I do, because I'm not the teacher that's going to condition your journey according to mine. No, man, we're not on the same level. And this is why we talk about we're not equal on in the things that we do. I'm the one behind this mic. I'm not sharing my current journey with you. I've been through the journey. I'm at the point of not concluding, but like I've learned enough, I've practiced enough where now I have to give you. And so you can't do what I do. You can't go as long as I go. Or if I choose to release, you can't choose to release on the same schedule as me, because you need your journey for your own benefit. I'll tell you, retain as much as is necessary, to build you up in this current season. What is it that you're seeking to do in this current season? I want your retention to be purpose-driven. I want your retention to be goal-oriented. What is it that you are seeking to accomplish in this freaking season right now? Forget about trying to retain for 10 months or 1 year. Forget about that plan. Bro, don't do it. I know you've watched a lot of people, a lot of guys. Forget about the plan of, I want to retain for 1 year. For what? Should be the next question. What? Because if you ain't got a goal, all you're doing is saving your semen for a future powerful blow. Yeah, like powerful binge. If you ain't got goals, that means you're not engaged in sex energy transmutation. That means you're not engaged in beautifying your life with this newfound power and energy and knowledge and presence and magnetism and handsomeness and this dexterity, clarity. You're just saving your semen for a binge. This is a statement of fact, not a curse, not a wish for your failure. Hell no. But it's a statement of fact. I've been through it. My clients have been through it. Other guys have been through it. I've heard the same statement from guys. I've made this statement, and guys who are advanced have confirmed, yep, if you ain't got a goal, if you're not working out, if you're not pushing forward on something else, if you don't have goals as you go along, you're just saving it for a binge. You're just saving it for a binge. But that's not what we want, though. That's not what we want. You know, I'm here because I know myself. I'm here because I know my gift. I'm here because I understand my abilities. I know my abilities. I know my personal potential. That's why I'm here. And what does that mean in practical term or in clarification? That means one of my best abilities or should I say one of my strengths is my ability to break down complex and ambiguous concepts into bite-sized, understandable, applicable bits of information. I know that. That's been the truth all my life. That's been my ability all my life. People have always said, dang, you have a way of taking these huge concepts, ambiguous, confusing, and you extrapolate the essence from it. And you look at it from different angle without losing one angle. Being able to hold all the angles and find the right perspective and break it down into understandable bits, and more than understandable bits, but practical and applicable bits that we can go and make work for us right now. That's my best ability. And being able to communicate that's my best ability. So that's a big motivator in me doing this work, because there's a lot of confusion in this arena. I have a scientific mind. I turn everything into a science. I put everything into models, mental models, decision-making models, scientific models. And that's how I've been able to recover. And I know there are men out there, that's how they can understand information. They don't need the technical details. I've never bored anybody here with technical details. I don't need to go and read articles where I've already read them, but I don't need to come and read them to you. I don't need to come and call out all the names to you if that's not practical enough for you to apply and save yourself a relapse tonight. You understand? If that's not going to save you from a relapse tonight, but I can come here and give you a few steps, a few things to do tonight. I can help you understand what a relapse is. I can help you move on quickly. Practical steps I can give you to move on quickly from a relapse, from keeping it from destroying you further, and from keeping one relapse, from keeping that to turning into a binge. I can give you practical terms without trying to explain to you neurological terms. I can just say, well, here's how your brain operates without breaking the technical terms down to you. Because that could have been just showing off my knowledge. No. I need to give you practical, applicable bits of information right now that you can be like, that kind of makes sense what he says. So if I do this and do that, I'm going to get this results over here. Oh, shit. It does work. Yeah. So that bypasses all the technical gibberish. I know that. And so I do the work. And so I come, like, I got to do the work because I have my own part to play in this manosphere, in this area of masculine excellence. I have my part to play. I'm a man of power. Like power, personal power has always been, one of the best. How do you call that thing? Epiphanies. One of the most powerful epiphanies I've had in my life is one day I woke up and realized, all my life I've been looking for something, but that thing is personal power. That's what I've been looking for, personal power. And when I stepped in personal power, it felt like my search has reached its conclusion. People that I'm in touch with online, guys on this channel, they know I'm a man of power. I say I'm a king, I'm King David, and people in my life agree. From my woman to everybody else. You're a king. I call the phone, I call them, David King. They pick up the phone. We're texting, yes, King. Ain't nobody disagreed on that yet with me. And I tell people, hey, you better be careful how you deal with me. I'm a powerful man. My words are powerful. My intentions are powerful. My decisions are powerful. You better be careful. My visualizations are powerful. And so I know throughout my life, anybody I've come in contact with and talked to walked away with clarity and feeling more empowered. I have exes who've told me, it's been so long since we broke up and I've been with this person. I don't want to talk about him. Nobody's perfect. But you know what one of the number one benefit I've gained from you or our relationship is this one particular person, like my ex-wife. She says, I've gained intellectual intelligence from you. Like, I look at the world now from a different angle. I process things now. And she said, let me give you an example. I almost got scammed. She said she asked herself, what would Hughes do? Meanwhile, she's already been married. We married. She has a husband. And she's thinking to herself, she asked herself the question, what would Hughes do? And she got the answer of what I would do, because we were together for about 8 years, 8 years. And she avoided a scam, being scammed. And other people in my life. And so when you know yourself like that, you know that you have a position. And I'm like, I have a position. There is so much confusion in this no-fap semen retention thing. But I know how my mind works. My mind has broken these areas down scientifically. I have equations. I have principles. I have equations for you to plug data in and get the answer. I'm not going to sit on them here. I need to put them out there. And more than that too, impact and influence are energies. When I speak, I impact people, I influence people, because the vibratory sound coming from my mouth is powerful. Whatever else, whatever gesture I make, how I look, it's anointed, it's powerful. And someone just listening to me or watching me feels shaken up, waking up, like something just comes over them. I know that. And so I want to do the work so that that happens. You understand? I've learned that from the church. So I've been in the church, but that's my background. I've said that before. a bachelor in practical theology. I was being groomed to be a pastor. So a lot of these principles I've learned in the church, the principle of service, going the extra mile, the selflessness, the selfless service from a vision or a passion. So I know what power I have. And so, yeah, everybody else could be talking about this area, but I know I've done the work. And I know what pitfalls exist in the word, on the way, in the journey. And I've heard egotistical statements out there. For example, no, not November. Well, if you fail no, not November, you wait till next year. Why? Why can't he continue and extend it into December? Who made that rule? Why are you being so hard? Are you thinking of the men's well-being? Like, this is not something for egotistical glory. This is to help the men. What are we doing? This is to help the men. Isn't no, not November to help the men? So why do we have rules? If he fails, if he relapses, he needs to wait for next year. Who are you to make that rule? You see, I have a pastoral outlook on things. That means I see people as my sheep. Well, you understand, like Jesus sees his followers as their sheep. He's a shepherd. A pastor is a shepherd. Not that you're a sheep, really. Even the concept, okay, can be wrong, but you're not sheep. Anyway, that's where some of these things can be controversial. I agree. But so let's I see you or my people as people that have been sent my way to submit to my leadership and my understanding. So I can't say, well, if you relapse, then come back next year. Bro, continue your journey because I want you to get the benefit. This is the most satisfying, most rewarding, personally, internally, work I have done. And I'm not just saying like no fap semen retention for myself. No, I mean producing these videos like this channel, working with men one-on-one, coaching them, and speaking to you. I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning. I don't care. I didn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep like the whole night. No sleep. But I think I had about 2 hours of sleep between 9 and 11. It's okay. I'm here. I'm not gonna sleep tonight, Friday night. I'm gonna work all the way till Saturday morning. But that's fine. At least I didn't sleep because I was jerking off. Right? I was making money. At least I'm still up because I'm here talking to you. I'm here blessing you. I'm here encouraging you. Upon the sound of my voice, your spirit would be blessed. Your spirit would shift. Something in you would shift. There's something in you. Your brain is being rewired as you listen to me. I hope you know that, right? So that's why you got to be careful who you listen to, because everybody you listen to is rewiring your brain and brainwashing you. That's what it means. Rewiring your brain is brainwashing you to be more favorable towards them. When you understand neuroplasticity, when you understand NLP, you will be careful who you sit under. Okay? Because I've been brainwashing you, rewiring your brain for 2-3 hours since you've been watching, listening. But for good, you're not on the gram, because when you're on the gram, you're being brainwashed also. You're being rewired also. But for bad, for distraction. But here, you're being rewired for personal power, for groundedness, for self-knowledge, for self-love, for self-efficacy, for dynamism, for determination. Yeah, that's what your brain is being rewired for right now. To walk away and feel like a powerful man and be like, damn it, I'm not alone in this. I'm done being a weak man walking around. Like, you know what? F you, the world. I'm gonna make this world mine. This journey works, bro. That's the last thing I want to share with you. This journey works. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. It works. The journey works. Stay on it. It will pay off. It will pay off. I can barely believe that I am where I am today, but I do believe it. I have to be honest with you, bro. I can barely believe. I can barely believe I'm so strong. I can barely believe I have so much clarity. I can barely believe I'm so powerful in myself, that is. Not over people. That too. So the journey is the best journey. It's the right journey. You're on the right journey. And it will pay off. The dividends are huge. The return is exponential. Stay on the journey. Stay on the journey. And I'm going on a tangent, but it's a good tangent. Another reason I do this work is feminism. Yeah. Is also my way of participating in building men up so they don't fall victim to the wiles of feminism. Because the way the world is going, feminism one day will set the house on fire. I mean that, like, it will set the house on fire. Of course. It will set the house on fire. That's where I'm going to stop, because YouTube's algorithm hears or processes all this information, and then they push the video somewhere in the corner. I want to report to you that I decided to create or overdue documentary of my PMO journey. I recorded and published part 1 the other day. I swear to you, it must have gotten 10 comments till now. None of the comments has shown on the video. All settings are right. all settings on my channel are right for comments to be posted. I swear to you. The only video that a comment came in and does not show underneath it is that one video. That video is 6 minutes and 50 seconds long. It has nothing special in it, bro. But I mentioned a particular magazine, and it does. And at the end, I had some pictures of me doing my PMO days. Matter of fact, we can watch it. It's only 6 minutes. I've gotten about 10 comments. You know, my channel has a high rate, turnover rate in terms of I can have 100 views, but then I got 25 likes. That's 25%. That's a high turnover rate. Like, that's a lot of engagement. And then I might get 4 or 5 comments out of that. As opposed to you can have a channel with 10,000 views, but you have 250 likes and maybe 1 or 2 comments, or sometimes no comments, right? Okay, so there is a dissonance somewhere. There's a disconnect somewhere. So that's how I measure my channel. None of the comments. I have one client on the phone with me, go to the video, leave a comment, I get the notification, I turn my screen recorder on. That means I recorded the whole process of me clicking on the comment notification, go in the app, the video pulls up and it says comment not found. The same second, and it never shows up. I have another female creator that just did that today. She went, left me a comment, we're on the phone together. I went, click on it, comment not found. All settings are okay for the comment to show up on that particular video. About 10 comments. Guess what, bro? The video only has 100 and some views, but 10 comments. That's a lot of engagement. That means it touched people. It touched guys. And remember now, if you get 10 comments, that's 10%. That means a lot of other guys decided not to leave comments, of course. They just move on or whatnot. You already know. You've watched videos and you don't leave a comment, although you did get something from it, right? You know that. So more and more, this area of work is being tightened. It's being pushed aside. It's more than scrutinized right now. Action is being taken against it. You understand? Somebody some live ago, somebody said, go search semen retention in the YouTube search bar. I have not searched it. And they say, and you're gonna see it's censored, whatever. I need to search it to see what he's saying, but he says, go ahead and search that term and see what's gonna happen. So I guess it's not the same as if you were to search into YouTube type of thing. Google, although YouTube belongs to Google, but I guess Google is still a wider type of thing. I think information on Google is not in YouTube. On YouTube, they want advertisement. They want the advertising dollars. And so there will come a time, the future young men who will still be fapping will come to YouTube, although there will be millions of videos on no fap and semen retention and sex energy transmutation, just like my channel, and those men will not be able to find the materials. Usually, if YouTube disagrees, if you violate one of the 5 categories of violation on YouTube, they will either take the video down, suspend it, waiting for you to contact them and they will view it. It has happened to me once. And then they reinstated the video because, you know, it was just the algorithm. But I got no notification. The video is still published. In fact, the video is monetized. It's okay. But it's just the comments are not showing. You know why? Well, the comments are engagement, bro. The comments are, that's where the engagements are. How clever. The video can stay up, leave it up, let people watch it. But they're gonna watch a video that has no comments on it. Because if people watch a video that has 100 views and 10 comments and they click and they see how the comments are, do you know we influence each other? Iron sharpens iron. By seeing these two comments, all of a sudden you feel motivated to say, well, you know, I was thinking the same thing too. Bro, you've done so much work. That's a lot of engagement. Engagement is exactly what YouTube wants so that they can play, so that they can get advertisement dollars. But also, they don't want the engagement on controversial issues. There was a time when I first started, my channel was on the way to going up. My channel was on the way, bro. I mean, it was like, whoa. My channel was on the way. And then it hit a spot and it flatlined, so to speak. It plateaued. That's a better expression. It plateaued and it's been in that plateau forever. Let's get some engagements going on with you right now. See, I appreciate these comments. No. I am encouraged by these comments. I appreciate every comment. That's a better statement. That's a true statement. I appreciate every interaction, but these encourage me. Let's interact with you. Let's see where I left off. Okay, I got the James Earl Jr. I got this one. Isa Zil, what up? Thanks for being here. Free Spirit. I feel more connected when I'm on a streak, of course. Feel like I got a purpose in this world. Great. Great, my brother. Yes. And stay on the journey. Okay, there we go. Stay on the journey. You're on the right journey. No, I'm not quitting. No FAP and Semen Retention. That one, that statement is a bit of a shock. No, I can't quit. No FAP and Semen Retention. I may be, I'm saying I've reached a point. Where's the comment? Why are you quitting? But Mohammed, good to see you again. I think this Mohammed is the first time I'm seeing you. What I'm saying is, after 5 years on this NoFap and Semen Retention journey, and after 2 years of creating content and coaching and being here with men, I have reached a point in my own personal development and transformation that I need to have more return on my investments. I need to have more return on my investment, being time, attention, resources. Okay, that's what I mean by investment. Not so much over here. Like, I need to create bigger things in my life personally. That's the point that I'm at right now. And so maybe also, I think I have produced, okay, the clock says 1111, 111. I believe I have produced enough content in this area. I'm not quitting the channel. I'm just going to produce more in other areas of expertise and knowledge that I have. Yeah. I'm sitting on a lot of human development knowledge, not just NoFap and semen retention. Knowledge that both men and women and men who are not on NoFap, who don't need that, who are not addicted, can benefit from also. It's really just the creation and the production of this kind of content that I'm talking about. Because I've created enough, I've put enough. So I want to take my skills now and my time, and I'm saying resources. Resources mean my attention, my time, my skills, my learning, my availability, my energy, and put that towards creating a business, getting to some other things, learning some other things to create a better return in my life. Remember now, what I've taught you guys is you gotta have goals and purpose for this semen retention. I've always been about sex energy transmutation. In fact, I have a couple of videos that say you can't recover from porn addiction unless you take the perspective of sex energy transmutation. That means you make your life something beautiful. You decide, well, on porn, my life was ugly. I want to transform my life. That's a goal, an objective, as opposed to, man, I just don't want to be addicted to porn no more. That's short-sighted. That's not going to drive you enough. That's not going to motivate you enough. When I start working with my clients, one of the first things that we go over is you have to get some goals and some dreams, and unearthing those childhood dreams and bring them forward to get that motivation and that passion going. Because if your only motivation is to stay away from porn, this is what we call a negative motivation, which is a fear-based motivation. I just don't want to be beaten up by this addiction. That's a fear motivation. That's a fear-based motivation. That's a negative motivation. As in, you can do something because you fear the consequence, a particular consequence or a potential consequence, or you can do something for the joy of the success that will come from it. Do you get the nuance? Do you understand what I'm trying to make clear to you? So my philosophy has been, my perspective has been, don't focus on quitting porn. Focus on turning your life into a beautiful artwork. Focus on transmuting the negativity in your life, transmuting your life into something beautiful. Make your life powerful, make your life strong, make yourself strong. Yes, like actively working, making your life beautiful. I have a client who well, we still talk. He has been released. That means he now can stand on his 2 feet and do his own work, right? Without falling so much. Because sometimes that's all you need. And he was a good learner, quick learner, very intelligent young guy. I mean, he is very intelligent. So we're still in touch, and we've been texting. He texted me and he said, like we've talked, I know now what keeps PMO alive in me. It's these issues in these areas. And you know, one of the things he said, it's my childhood traumas and emotions and me not having a life. Yep. Now he's taking martial arts and doing some other things. He's gained the clarity that not having a life, not having a passion, not having a pursuit, not having goals, not having a destination is one of the things that keep me going back to porn. Remember, bro, I've always said, if you haven't heard, hear it now. An addiction is more about escapism than about anything else. An addiction finds its way into your life and stays because you are unconsciously escaping your life. You're escaping reality. You're escaping drudgery. You're escaping trauma. You're escaping low self-esteem. You're escaping fears. You don't want to face this monster called life, painful life. And so my philosophy has always been turning your life into a work of art. Take the pain, take the hurts, take the fears, take the trauma, go through it, learn, face the emotional labor stage on the semen retention. Because until you face that emotional labor stage, I've said in my work, in my studies, and in my experience, I've realized there are 3 stages of semen retention. There is what I call the butterfly stage. That means when you first hear of it and you embrace it, you begin the journey, and by 3 or 4 days you feel so good, and you're having the butterflies, you're being jittery, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so anxious. Woo, so much energy. Whoa, I want to do this. I want to stay on this journey. Oh my God. Whoo, I will never bust a nut. I've heard all that. Yeah, I will commit myself to never ejaculate, because the man is innocent. He is in the tarot language, or in spirituality language, he's a fool, meaning that he's just starting. He has no understanding of what's laying ahead. He has no understanding of the traps and pitfalls that are laying ahead, right? He's so excited. I call that stage the butterfly stage, because he's full of butterflies and anxieties and anxiousness. Woo, man, bro. Taking cold showers, going to the gym now. And then suddenly he wakes up one day, he's filled with negative thoughts. He feels lethargic again. And he's like, what's going on? I'm losing my motivation. I have not been released. I've been on this journey, but I'm losing my motivation. What's going on? Now he enters the emotional labor stage, where his negative emotions he's been running away from. Remember, an addiction is more about escapism, running from reality, than anything else. All the shit that he's been running from by locking himself up in the room and jerking off instead of thinking of his childhood trauma. Now that childhood trauma is coming back up for him to deal with. And he's like, no, I was told that I would be experiencing bliss only. Well, the ones who told you that you would be experiencing bliss only, it's because every time they get to that stage, they did exactly what you're thinking of doing right now. Relapsing and starting over. When they met the monster of the emotional labor, the monster saying, oh, I know you've been on semen retention, you're feeling powerful, but guess what? I've always been here. Let's talk. I'm your childhood trauma. I'm your most dominant pain and fears. Let's go. Let's talk. What you gonna do? You gonna face me? You gonna fight me? Or you gonna go back to PMO? This is where most men on this journey fall. At the I have 7 seconds left. I wanted to be here for 1 hour and a half. But of course, you already know that's not gonna happen, right? 35 more minutes. And so if you choose to face your demons, in the what I call emotional labor stage, then you will inevitably enter the peaceful stage where you will enter heaven, nirvana, that state of peace, that state of clarity, that state of no fears, like all has been taken care of because you did do your emotional work. You healed your attachment wounds. You healed your neediness. You healed your, what's the other one? Codependency. We're full of them. You are codependent on something and somebody. I'm more referring to somebody right now. And so in that second stage, and usually that stage comes about 2-3 months in, the guy's like, whoa, there's a lot of negativity. That's that my mind. Whoa, I thought I was promised bliss all the way. Yeah, just like the promised the woman, what is it? Happily ever after. Yeah. But if you do the emotional work, because remember, an addiction is more about what? Escapism than it is about anything else. If you stop escaping when the monster of your life comes, which is your fears, your traumas, your codependency, your attachment wounds, your self-deprecation tendencies, your self-annihilation tendencies, you have a way of sabotaging yourself. You have a way of annihilating yourself. You have a way of deceiving yourself. Yeah. If you sit down and face that shit, which is painful to face, but I want you to face it. You should want to face it. And I swear to you, as night follows day, you will emerge a powerful man. You will emerge a healed man. You will emerge a put together man. Lately, I've been using the term put together. It gives me a certain picture when you're put together, when you put a table together, when you put a piece of furniture together, you look at it, you laugh. You smile. It's put together. Everything is tightened right. And now it's a finished product. It's put together well. If you do that work, you're going to get up one day and you're going to feel some way, and then my name is going to pop up into your mind. You're like, oh, that's what he's talked about. Well, that's what he meant. Okay, yeah, this is probably what he referred to, what he used to refer to. You will wake up one day, you will feel like, I don't have anything to fear. Whatever situation would befall me right now, I'll be okay. Because guess what? My emotions are fixed. I'm not codependent upon anybody or anything. I'm not attached to nobody or anything. I'm not afraid of anything or anybody, not even death, because I've already faced death. I'm ready for death. Should it come, I'll go back to where I came from. But you have to face your demons. For years, I ran away from my demons. My demons were bigger than yours. But see, what you might have to do to get rid of some of your demons could just be to delete your account with OnlyFans and delete the app. My demons were alive. They were in life. I saw my demons every day. Because millennials don't interact with women face to face like I used to, like when I was growing. I'm 41. I knew a world with no social media, no cell phone, nothing. So my demons were everywhere I went. They were at the grocery store, at the church. They were everywhere. They were in every corner street. The hookers. They were my demons. So I had, it was harder for me than it is for you. So you have to face the emotional labor stage. And then you will enter paradise. Paradise only means you will know how to handle shit in your life. You will feel good. You will feel peaceful and powerful. You will be present and hear and see things and respond to them accordingly. People will try to derail you only for them to hit their head against a brick wall. I'm sorry, bro. It's all right. Try it again. You fool. Because you will have made yourself whole. You will have made yourself strong, bro. Some more comments. Franklin is in the house. Ethics Gallardo. Thanks for being in the house, bro. There you go. Gems. Thanks for being in the house. Ah, chacun son combat. Ah, Ethics, you didn't know I spoke French, did you? I know you didn't know I spoke French. Chacun son combat. C'est vrai. Je suis d'accord. I bet you didn't think I speak French. I spoke French. Brendan Bailey, my brother, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you very much. What did Brendan say? How many days will it take until porn-induced ED is cured? 90 days or so. I've been on since February. Or would it be 6 months? Do the trick. Would 6 months do the trick? What do you think? I'm gonna tell you what I think. Sure. Brendan, I'm gonna give you some good tips. If you're still here. If you're still here, put a 1 in the chat, bro. But if you're not here, when a question is asked in the chat, it's always asked for everybody. And so, Brendan, here are a few things that impact porn-induced ED. How long you've been using porn? How extremely were you using porn? Which means how low your semen is. Which means how low your nutrients, the nutrients in your body is. How empty are your bones? Because remember, your bones produce marrow, and marrow, whatever they say, is where your nutrients are. Okay, boss at home, what up, bro? Okay, so it depends on these things and more, right? It depends on how long you've been using porn, how extremely, how frequent, how much, how low your nutrients are, how empty your bones are. Why? Because the thing that's going to cure ED will be when the energy increases in you. That's it. And when the energy only increases to the degree you have a lot of nutrients in your system, a lot of protein, that's what creates your sperm, your semen. So, which takes me to the next thing. It depends how well you're eating and drinking. because your semen comes from foods that you eat. Are you eating steak? Are you eating chicken breast? Are you eating vegetables, raw vegetables? And also, are you exercising? Because exercise, of course, increases your blood flow, and blood flow carries the nutrients that you eat to your testicles to produce massive amount of semen. So really what I'm saying is, a better question is, how well are you nurturing your body to increase that semen count quickly? That is a major, if not the number one major factor, determining factor in how long it takes you to recover from ED. Because the recovery from ED is not magical. It's not like continue eating McDonald's and then one day, no, it's going to take you forever. Because there's no nutrients in McDonald's products, right? And so that means your body won't get no nutrients. Your body won't get no protein. And if you're not exercising, even if you do eat protein and nutrients, those protein and nutrients are not circulating in your system through your blood, and they're not going in your testicles. They're not going to produce semen. Okay. Next point is, are you taking supplements? Remember, your energy or your semen is not going to increase magically. The cure of ED comes from the potency of the energy in you, which is how potent and how much of semen you have. And how potent and how much of semen you have depends on how well you're eating and drinking, because your semen is foods. It's nutrients and proteins from foods, bro. It's the purest protein in you. It's the purest and most potent nutrients in you. So the ball is in your court. I guarantee you, today is Friday. If you make a decision this Friday, like today, you go to Walmart and purchase a NutriBullet and get you so many vegetables, and you get fruits, oranges, apples, banana, all the berries, kale, spinach, broccoli, celery, and you start making those smoothies, and you put almond milk in it and honey and oats, and you do your research. I guarantee you by next Friday, you will feel something moving in you. You will wake up with a better boner, and you will just be going around. Oh, exercise too, like increase your run, increase your workout, like workout to feel the pain, for your heart to pump, like workout past the rep, like do a few more reps past the point of feeling like, yeah, that's when it kicks in. So if you do 10 reps and you're like on the 10th rep, it's like, yeah. And then you do few more and that puts you over the top. Yeah. That's when your blood really flowing through you and your nutrients are circulating and they go straight into your testicles, and you're going to feel a tingling feeling in your testicle and movement. And you wake up the next day, you're like, whoa, something is moving. And 2-3 days in a row and 1 week or 2 weeks, so the ball is in your court, bro. Give me a second, guys. Let me reply to my daughter. Okay, thanks. Have a safe trip. Oh, hold on. What time are you leaving? Okay, Bailey, the ball is in your court. I was just drinking vegetable juice. I did make my smoothie today. It's in the fridge. I drank half and the rest is in the fridge. I take ginseng. This is ginseng. Maca root. This is all phallic stuff. That goes straight into your balls. It goes straight into your testicles and produce massive amount of semen. You consume these things a couple of days in a row, you wake up with your voice and go, 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 go. And you feel a movement in your pelvic floor. I take Mega Men. I take the Performance and Vitality version of it. This is $50 at GNC. It has 30 packs and each pack has about 6 pills. It used to be 7, but now it's 6 big pills. That's the most complete supplements for men on the market, like in one box on the market. Yeah. That's what you got to do. Let's keep going. Yellow. This is my brother here. Merca, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being here. Franklin. You have made you have made an impact on many lives. You have done quite a lot, and I appreciate you. I like the fact that you are evolving and widening your passion. Thank you. Appreciate that. Boss at home, what up? You will be up all night. Why don't you call in? They probably want to ask you a question. Scar Lewis, Quattro Zero. Go ahead and check those supplements out. In fact, I like to say I need to get an affiliate with GNC because I put all my clients on these supplements, at least on these supplements. Always. I'm like, look, it's $50, but it's $50 worth every month for your masculinity. And usually by the third day, I get a text message. Oh my God, I've never felt so wide awake. Oh my God, I got energy. Whoa. Whoa, I feel like I've just taken a shot of something when I take these vitamins. Yeah. Thank you, Franklin. I appreciate that comment. Yeah. So the situation is right now, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to turn my life into a greater work of art. I'm ready to sit down and learn product creation, or even to use my business degree knowledge that I only got to use minimally or a few years because I was on PMO, of course. I was in business school on PMO. yawning throughout the whole class. Oh, just sitting in class like. See what? Oh. Yo. One of the best things a human being did for me or has done for me was when I was at the University of, was it Phoenix? And I don't remember what class or specific class it was. It must have been a management class. And midterm, the professor pulled me aside. Said, Mr. Hughes, I'd like to have a word with you in my office. Okay. And he said, I have a problem, Hughes. I'm like, well, what's your problem, sir? He said, I'm confused. You are this bright young man. When you speak, you understand materials just like that. I mean, you're a bright young man. Like, you're ready. You've produced impeccable work. When you're in a group, you carry the project on you, which is true. You're the organizer, you're the thinker, you're the task assigner, you're the leader, and I'm always the writer. I'm gonna be the one to put the whatever it is. If it's a paper together, I'm gonna be the one to do the outline and assign research pieces of the development or the body of the paper to other students. I'm gonna be the one to write the summary, the introduction. I'm gonna be the one to plug the body together and the conclusion. Always, all the time, because I'm that guy, right? And at least A, but usually A+. Yes, impeccable work. And then he's like, but every once in a while in the midst of the semester, you drop. You just plummet. You just plummet, like you're like day and night, like, but I can't sit and watch you no more because that's not you. I know the work that you do is the real you. It cannot be not the real you because you're doing the work. He said, what's wrong with you? Is there anything in your life that's bothering you? Is there anything that's going on in your life that's causing this discrepancy? The first time someone approached me like that caused me to stop and think about, well, I mean, I used to think about my problems, but the motivation now was external to me. I told him, yeah, I do have some things in my life. I capped out a little bit. I said, I have a girlfriend. We having problems, but I have a bad habit. I have a bad habit that when I do it, I'm not myself. I'm somebody else. And he asked me what it was. I told him. He's like, oh my God. He said, I don't know how to help you, but these things destroy people. They destroy men. Like, they destroy people. They take you off the real life. You need to go see a counselor. You need to go to counseling. That was the only interaction or only thing anybody in my life has ever said to me concerning seeing me not being the right person. I look at my pictures today. I'm like, you mean to tell me that nobody in my life thought something was wrong with me? Because nobody ever told me anything. I'm like, I could not have been looking the way I was looking and nobody thought that something wasn't wrong with me. There's no way that everybody thought everything was right with me. There's no way. And so I also made the decision, when I see a man and he looks like he's on PMO, because there's a specific look, I'm like, bro, you all right, man? You look out of it, like you're weak, you're spaced out, you're kind of like zoned out, and I'll tell the men, do you know your sex energy, your sperm, your semen is your life force? I guarantee you excessively use that, like you have a lot of sex or you jerk off a lot, and that's the only reason you're so weak or you're so sleepy and so tired all the time like that. You ain't gotta tell me, I'm telling you, that's the truth. If you could only slow down. Yeah. Let's take this picture for example. You mean to tell me, matter of fact, let's blow it up. Let's put it on top of me. Let's see. Let's do it this way, so you can have a good look at this picture. You can't tell me. You can't tell me, bro. You can tell me. If you used to hang out with this guy, at this point, I was a real estate agent. I was a notary public. I was a radio guest, a regular radio guest on probably 2 shows in town. In business school, I had a lot going on at the time, and I was going on dates because I had not experienced porn-induced ED yet. Right then, I had not, because I was still in my 20s, late 20s, early 30s actually. So I could still do it. You mean to tell me somebody didn't think that something was wrong with me? Like, this guy is asleep, this guy is half dead? Come on. Come on. You knew something was wrong with me when you look at me. Before we go, we have 6 minutes left. I want to invite you to watch my part 1 of my PMO documentary. It's only 6 minutes. How I started, how I found the devil of PMO. Let's go. I'll be right back.
It just consumed me. It just consumed me. My name is David Hughes. I am the creator of the channel SuperPower, and this is my story of how I met the devil of PMO.
God needs to be reawakened within man. He was born with power and wisdom, with a powerful spirit and fears no one. But his uncontrolled desire for pleasure got the best of him.
Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. Changed.
But I'm the best ever.
Welcome to Man's Superpower. Feel your power, bro.
Looking back, I must have been 13 or 14 when that gentleman handed me that Playboy magazine. All I can remember is my world changed. Now I came from studying my schoolwork and homework and being excited about hanging out with my friends and the other kids in the neighborhood to locking myself indoors almost 24/7, being impatient at school because I couldn't wait to get home to look at that new found treasure at the time. And the images were still vivid up until a few years ago. A Playboy magazine, for those of you millennials, has still images. So back then, before movies, there used to be the magazines of still pictures. The picture would start with the man by himself, and then the scenes or the frames or the stills progressed all the way to post-action, just as you would see in a PMO movie. And together they're gonna work their ways into magically or prearranged. They meet and now they get into the act all the way to post-action. And I remember seeing so many different types of women, colors, body types, body parts types, and it just consumed me. It just consumed me. It became the thing that I now do. Of course, my school performance plummeted. My attitude with my family members and friends changed because I now had this secretive friend. This friend that I'm now interacting with. I began to develop this, what we know now as a false intimacy. It just consumed me. It just consumed me. That became my friend, or was it? Or that became the devil. And that's how I met the devil of PMO, something that would crush my soul for the next 25 years.
What's your story? And this is why I do this work. Uh-oh. Here's a question from Merca. How to deal with females that are close, toxic females that are close to one and always want to take your energy down. Good question. Let's look at the question. Let's break the question down. The answer is in the question. So the females are toxic. That's one element in the question. And they are close to you. That's the second element. And they always want to take your energy down. That's a third element. So you have the knowledge that they're toxic. They are close to you, which means you are in their presence, and they always want to take your energy down. And yet you are still in their presence, and yet you still remain close to them. Now, unless that's your mother or your sisters in the same house with you, you can do something about it. And here is a tip that will forever serve you as a man. You cannot change a woman. You can't change them. And I like the fact that you asked the question how to deal with them. Dealing with them would require, first of all, that you remove yourself from their presence to strengthen yourself and learn and become powerful, and then you can deal with them. You can't remain in the same environment with them and learn to deal with them. It can't happen. I'm gonna tell you what happens when it comes to women. Just as a mother always sees her son as her son, no matter what achievements he's had, no matter what he's done in life, how big he is. That's my son. You will always remember my boy. Just shut up. Sit down. I need to know what's going on in your life. And she still tries to dictate what he does. When you remain in the same environment with a woman, she can't see your growth. She can't see your power. She can't see you. You have to remove yourself from the environment, do your work, and if that's a woman you still want to deal with, let her see you at a distance, grow. Because your absence is what teaches a woman to change her behavior. Your absence. Whether it's your mother or your siblings, or your sisters, or your girlfriend, or your aunties. Your absence. You can't talk a woman into change. You can't reason with the woman into change. But you know what you can do though? A woman must feel something. The best thing you can do for a woman, I'm gonna say it. I don't care because it's the truth. Every other guy in the manosphere is saying it. The best thing you can do for a woman and for yourself dealing with a woman is to make her feel something, even if that something is negative. If you remove yourself from her presence, that's a negative feeling. She becomes fearful, anxious. You're gone. You're not here no more. What's going on? What did I do? What are you thinking? What is he thinking right now? Where is he at? And those feelings begin to change her perspective and therefore her emotions and her actions. Hopefully. But it can happen, and it does happen. Our problem as men is because we were raised by feminists and we were raised by women. And so I was raised by women. Thank God. I have found my way to masculinity. I was raised by women. I wasn't raised by my mama. I was raised by aunties, cousins, and grandmothers, all female. I've never lived with a man per se in a house, except that was my auntie's husband, which didn't quite have anything to do with me. Never disciplined me, never interacted with me like that, And so what women have taught us is to be gentle, to be nice, to be loving, to be understanding, to be caring, to be sweet to women. I'm telling you, you do these things, you're fucked. You do these things, you will never enjoy respect and love and service from women, including your family members. But if you become powerful and stop caring how she feels, to a certain extent, if the house is hot and you don't want the AC to be put on and she says she's hot, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about emotional stuff that has to do with relationship, whether with your mom, your sisters, or a woman, or a girlfriend. You have to get to the place where you grow, you become strong. You focus on yourself. You do what you need to do. You say what you need to say, irrespective of how it might make her feel. That's when you become powerful. That's when a woman respects you. That's when she wants you. That's when she loves you. Because remember, a woman's internal wiring is for the alpha, for the brave man, the powerful man, the man who doesn't care what she thinks and feels. That's her internal wiring. But you were raised by females, and those females wanted you to be sweet to them. But being sweet and understanding and not wanting to hurt women is not alpha, is not selfish, is not manly. It's not powerful. And so she friend zones you because you can only be a female-like friend to her or a sister-like to her because you're caring, you're understanding, you're nurturing. You're a friend, you're a sister, you're a mother, you're a cousin. And so whoever it is, if you can't leave their presence right now, work on it. Work on it. Don't bother changing them. And you really can't learn to deal with them to an effective level while you're still around them, because they're not gonna feel something. Remember what I said? You women can't be talked to, they can't be reasoned with, they can't be explained logical things. That's not how the brain works. That's for men. You can do that, you and I need an explanation. I need bullet points. I need scientific understanding. You know what she needs? Feelings. So make her feel something. Leave the environment. And let it be known that you're leaving, that part of the reasons you're leaving is the treatment that you're getting, you're receiving. I wish there was a guy out there when I was struggling, when I was in my early 30s or late 20s, who at 2 a.m. Eastern Central EST time, who would sit behind a mic and answer a question like that, and I would get the answer. But you know, changing yourself into that alpha is not easy, because you've already been wired to act like a punk. You've been wired to act soft. You've been wired to care, to nurture her feelings. You've been wired to put her first. She doesn't want you to put her first. I know. You don't want to believe it. In fact, you're like, what? She does not. It doesn't turn her on. When you put her first, her wiring is screaming. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what he wants. He's not going nowhere. He has no mission. I'm not interested in him. That's what her internal wiring is screaming. But when you put yourself first and you put your dreams and your goals first, and she really sees that, her internal wiring is saying, that's the man. He's on a mission. He means something. He doesn't need me. He is valuable. I better stay here and shape up, unless them over there get him. When I understood these things and began to implement them slowly but surely, today, as I speak to you right now, I enjoy beautiful relationships with women, but I am in a relationship. What do they call them? Well, a one person relationship. So I'm not out there dating several people. That's too much resources being wasted. And I'm enjoying the fruits of having learned those principles. I'm enjoying them. So they work. I'm enjoying them. I am on 50 days of NoFap. Congrats, bro. But on 6 days of semen retention. Okay. I tell you, bro, you've done something amazing. I'm hoping that the NoFap includes no porn also. My wife was responsible for my relapse. But actually I wanted to ejaculate. Okay, so yes, sir. And I appreciate the honesty and the lightheartedness in it. I was proud I did not binge like I have in the past, despite. That deserve a standing ovation. For those of you who don't understand why I'm celebrating, this is because I said on the live 2 days ago, unless you catch yourself in the act and then do something about it and then realize the growth that took place, you can't recover. It's a long way for you from recovery. I said in that live, your recovery will happen one relapse at a time. And then I also, well, that was on Thursday, yeah. And that was Wednesday. When Boss at Home was my guest. He's in the, I think he's still here, I don't know. I said, the only way you're gonna recover is if you can catch yourself, even if you did relapse, right? But you can catch yourself in the act. You know, and then you ask some questions, find the answers, and then use the answers for next time. If you can't do what Franklin, is it Franklin? Yeah. If you can't do this, or if you haven't done this, you still haven't really activated the true recovery, or at least the conscious part of the recovery. Because there is an unconscious part. The unconscious part is, as you retain, your brain is being rewired. That's the unconscious part. That part is not dependent upon you. But this part here is a conscious part. Understand? This is what I've experienced, and every man who's made progress has experienced this. There is a chaser effect after a relapse. The day that chaser effect did not get activated is the day your true freedom begins. The day that you relapse and the chaser effect did not get activated, your true freedom begins. Because that relapse will remain what I call a simple relapse. It will not turn into a binge. The problem is, on this journey, you're going to relapse. So that's a fact. We accept that fact. I hope that you have accepted that you're going to relapse. If you haven't, you ain't got no choice but to accept it. So you will accept it later. Okay? But every relapse tends to turn into a binge. The day that you relapse and the urge to turn it into a binge and the urge to chase the effect is not so strong, and you're able to resist it, and you're able to keep it just a simple relapse, and you're able to move on with another streak, is the day that your true freedom begins. Thanks for sharing that with us, Franklin. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember those days. And what's also going to happen is there will come a day when you relapse and you'll move on from it quickly. And then you will forget that you relapse. 5 days later, you will be like, oh, have I relapsed recently? I don't remember. And you go like, yeah. Last Friday. Whoa, I've totally forgotten about that. I've totally forgotten about that. You know what that means? Your energy is still high. Your brain has been rewired. It did not turn into a binge. Your chaser effect has decreased dramatically. You were able to just have a simple relapse and then continue on with your life. And you didn't even realize 2 days later, that means your shoulders were not hurting, your bones were not hurting, you weren't too low on energy, you weren't yawning, you weren't just thinking back on porn and sex. You were able to just move on as if you had just had a regular sex with a woman. When you have a regular sex with a woman, what do? You just move on with your life, right? That's not so when you relapse with PMO, right? This is the point where you really begin to take flight. When a relapse suddenly feels like you just had sex with a woman, which means you're able to move on with your life without the anxiety, without the concern, without the loss of energy, without it turning into a binge. That's when your true freedom begins. And your streaks will be longer from that point on. It all started when I was around 10 years old. My parents were sleeping, and that day I was really curious, and so I started to look around the house, I know, for DVDs to see if I find any superhero movies. Damn. And you found the devil. Oh yes, Merca. Anytime. Chris P, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. It's my first time seeing you, but thanks for being here. Nico T, Manifestation Gang, what up? What's up? It's been a minute, Nico. What's up? We've been here. No, I'm not quitting no fab and semen retention, but I may slow down on producing no fab and semen retention content. In my development right now, I need to be engaged in producing other types of work to get bigger returns on my abilities and on my life. That's what it is. I think I produced enough content. I think I have enough videos out there. I think I'm satisfied. I've done the work. That's what this show is all about. But randomly you're gonna be scrolling through YouTube and you're gonna see me live, and randomly you're gonna get a notification and see me live. You know that. Have you heard people talk about a certain project being their baby? Yeah, this is my baby. This is my baby. I've learned camera, sound, editing, using overlays. I mean, I've learned so many things. I've come from being anxious on the camera, not knowing, well, I'm looking at the camera, but like being all over, being my energy, being to containing my energy. I've grown also. I go and watch my videos. And guys who've been here with me since day one, they've seen my own personal development. I'm comfortable behind the camera, behind the mic. I've developed a lot doing the work. So this is my baby. I can go start another channel and I'll be ready to produce good quality content. You know, it won't feel like somebody watching me will be like, well, this guy doesn't look like he just started. I mean, the channel only has 2 videos, but it doesn't look like, yeah. So this is my baby. Instead of finding a superhero movie, I found the devil. That day I knew something changed in my life. Yes, sir. But I'm now thankful that Semen Retention came to my life. The clock reads 222. Earlier, when it read 111, my attention was drawn towards it. Now that it reads 222, my attention is drawn towards it. Nico T, you know what that means? Manifestation gang. That means we are in sync. We are connected. What's happening here is right and it's good and it's sublime. The vibration is high. I haven't had any alcohol, but I'm drunk. These days, I'm always daydreaming. Daydreaming is the way of the manifester. I don't think of my situations and problems. I daydream about them. Man, I don't spend time thinking about my problems or situations. I'm busy like a kid in a candy shop, enjoying life, feeling good, working out, eating well, eating vegetables, making juice, and just visualizing and daydreaming my best life, and situations fix themselves one after the other. That's where you're gonna come to when your semen has gotten a good foundation behind it. You move effortlessly. I always say my best benefit at this level right now is flow state. If you don't know what flow state is a harmonious, synchronous oneness state that you enter, where your consciousness is no longer segmented. See, you don't have a consciousness for work, you're at work. You don't have a consciousness for home, I'm at home now. You don't have a consciousness that I have a problem now, or I don't have a problem now. You don't have a consciousness, I'm here now and I'm gonna go there, or I'm doing this now and I'm gonna be doing that. You don't have those segments. It's only one whole. And you move effortlessly, just like you see the dancers be dancing. Or, you know, you see when the dancers are dancing, if you're watching a video and they put that shit on slow motion. Yeah. There's no thought, okay, I'm about to turn left now. Okay, let's go. I'm about to bring myself back. No, there's no. It's let go. There's no thought. When the Olympians are performing their movements, there's no thought involved, because thought will fuck it up. When the police officers are on the chase, there's no thought involved. They are trained for that. It's a one thought. They're locked on the destination and they enter flow state and they begin to drive. How often does a police officer or a fire truck gets into a car accident? Not often. They're trained. They enter a flow state. He's able to weave into traffic and slow down at the right time and brake at the right time and take the curb at the right time. It's a flow state, no thought. How would you like that? To enter the state of no thought. So if I'm inspired to go live, I go live. I give it no thought, like, well, I'm kind of tired tonight. So maybe I should stay for tomorrow. No. Let me go work out and go live. And I'm going to finish here. Whatever I'm going to do, I know I'm going to be doing some breathing exercise. I'll probably do it when I lay down. That's the next thing I do, and then go to sleep because I got to wake up at 6. The state of flow is the state of accomplishment. It's the state of higher accomplishment, achievement, the state of blissfulness, the state where people don't understand you no more. Like, something about him, but it must be something good, but I have no understanding of him. When your semen is potent, it doesn't mean that you're not releasing though. It means that you've had a good foundation of it. Your body has a lot of it. You have a lot of nutrients, proteins. Your body is sitting on a lot of semen. Your chakras have been aligned. There is communication between them, between your root chakra all the way to your crown chakra. Like, that highway is clear and you're operating and the universe communicates with you, and you become like the animals. The animals are in sync with the universe. The animals are in flow state forever because they ain't got thought. They can't leave the flow state. Have you seen animals operate? It seems like they're just flowing, right? Yeah. They know when to run, when to stay, when to mate, when to eat, when to shit, The animals are flowing. They're in a state of flow. And so is nature. Human beings are the only kind who spend majority of time out of flow state. It's big. That flow state thing is big. So when I come on here, you don't get the impression that I'm thinking. Well, even when I take pauses, I hope you don't think that I'm really thinking. No. The pause is the way of the spirit. It's the way of the flow. I'm not pausing to think, even if I may just do this. I'm not really engaged in thought, because the thought will make me anxious. It will make me anxious how many guys are watching, how my pronunciation is coming because I have an accent and sometimes I mispronounce words. I'm not concerned with those things. And guess what? They never come to be because I'm not concerned. And if I do make a mistake, I'm like, man, you know what I'm talking. You know what word I'm trying to pronounce here. And I keep moving. It has never come to me. Nobody has ever commented or said anything about not understanding me or anything like that. None. Because it's not my concern. My concern is letting the spirit flow through me to do the work. I'm not thinking right now. I'm pausing the spirit. I'm really not thinking. I'm looking this way, but there's no thought going on. I'm just pausing. if you haven't heard of flow state, you need to research it and endeavor to get into it. Like make it a goal, like to achieve that. It's a state of achievement, it's a state of creation, it's a state of creativity, it's a state of manifestation. Thank you. Well, that was Nico Tia. Thank you. No. That's Carl Lewis. Thank you for this comment. Yeah. Thank you, Marka. And yes, mind over matter, to use language. The best thing I can do, bro, is teach. That's the most usefulness I can give. There's nothing else. So whether I start a new channel to speak general things such as manifestation and type of thing, because I do have a lot of esoteric understanding. I've done a lot of esoteric studies, research, but more than studies, I am the alchemist. I am that I am. I have transformed. I have become. I have awakened. I have elevated. I have transformed. I've had ego death experiences. I've awakened. There's a whole world of individuals waiting to get this understanding. Remember now, I'm here speaking no FAP and Semen Retention and, porn, but that's just maybe a quarter, if at all, of my knowledge base. I have a lot of understanding in personal development. Of course, this falls under personal development. So I've been thinking, I can't turn Men's Superpower into another work because it's already Men's Superpower. I wouldn't change the name. It will not tend to attract women. And no, let me not say women. It won't attract a unisex crowd. That's better because I'm not trying to attract women. What I'm saying is already attracting men. Any woman who comes to the channel, it already says Men's Superpower. So that's already okay. She's thinking that's a men's work. So my unisex knowledge, my general knowledge, then needs to live on a channel whose name is neutral, and anybody can find it and find the work and just get into the work. Fellas, I have to go to sleep. Not because I need because I'll be waking up early. But it was great being here with you once again. Yeah. Ask me a couple of more questions, guys. And then we'll call it quit. You see, when when your semen is high, when your energy is elevated, when you operate on a higher frequency, music sounds better. Not only music sounds better, remember, you don't hear music through your ears. Music is not a function of your ears. Music is a function of your brain. I hope you knew that. And so when your brain is sublimated, that means the energies in your brain is fully it gets all the nutrients as well as oxygen. Music sounds more beautifully. You get to hear even the finest instruments. You know, there are some instruments in the music that I never heard until I began Semen Retention. Even sounds in nature. There are some fine sounds you will never hear until your semen gets high, because you don't hear sounds in your ears. Sound, just like taste, is interpreted by the brain, just like pain, just like pleasure. Everything is interpreted by the brain. So semen and exercise and eating well make your brain more potent, more powerful, more healthier. And so this sounds so good. Like it sounds so good, like I'm enjoying it. When you get off porn, music sounds louder. Yeah, because the mental fog you had on porn made your brain dull, and music sounded muffled and reduced volume. I bet you used to listen to music to loudest volume because you couldn't hear it. But when you begin to practice NoFap and Semen Retention, you're like, why is this music so loud? Like, I don't need all that volume because it's loud and it's clear. You get to hear the kicks, you get to hear the tweeters, you get to hear. Yeah. The Hashem 13. Welcome back, my brothers. Brothers of empowerment. Highest greetings to you all. Blessed. Thank you for being here once again. I'm about to sign off. But yeah, our senses are more alive. We are on SR. Because remember, it's not really, yeah, it's not the wrong statement that our senses are more alive. It is a good statement. It's our brain is more alive because the brain is the processing center, right? Yes, it's the brain that processes the data. And that's why porn fucks your brain up. Because when you touch, The brain is what processes the data. When you see, taste, smell. So on SR, your brain becomes so potent, so it seems like all your senses are alive now. God damn, it smells so good. But it's the brain that interprets the smell. The smell just entered the portal of the nose. So I tell guys, if you have a choice, if you should, so let's say tonight, you should, one of these two things are going to happen to you tonight. So let's say, for example, you either are going to watch porn or release your semen. But not with porn. Let's say they're separate. The choice, let's say it comes down to two choices. Watching porn, or the other choice could be releasing your semen but not watching porn. Release the semen. Because the porn is worse. Yes, sir. Yes. 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 Because porn fucks your brain up. Releasing your semen does not fuck your brain up. It doesn't by itself. You can jerk off by yourself or with a woman, or releasing your semen with your woman. You can release the semen. You can. It does not do as much damage as the porn does. Because when you're watching porn, you enter a state of unconsciousness. So all your unconscious mind takes over. That's why you get all the anxieties. That's why all your fears come up, because you enter, your mind goes, your prefrontal cortex goes to sleep. You're not present. So your unconscious mind has free reign now. And it's processing unconscious. It's comparing everything he sees on the screen. That's why men who watch porn end up having a complex of dick size. He thinks all of a sudden his dick is too small because the brain is busy comparing. Oh shit, that's a freaking schlong, whatever. I ain't got that comparison. Oh shit, why can't I have a woman like this? I want a woman with these tits and that butt. I ain't got that. I'm a fucking loser. But you're not aware that your brain is processing that. You're not aware. Because you're not present. But it is processing that, because later on that comes back as a problem. Don't watch it. And also, the biggest one, the dopamine release levels are so high that nothing in life is enjoyable. And that, my friend, I'll stop right here. That right there is the number one reason you shouldn't watch porn. If you should release your semen, go have sex with a woman. Or even if you just jerk off by yourself, it still would not do damage, not as close to watching porn. Because the levels of dopamine release is so high, it takes you out of this life. You don't want to do anything on this life. And that's what creates porn-induced ED. Because when you're in front of the real woman, your brain is saying, I've had better than this. I know better than this. I'm not going to get up for her. It don't matter how fine she is, because your brain is still going to say, I can get 10 of those in 10 minutes on the screen. So why sitting here trying to have sex with this one here? Let's go get the screen. You can get 25 of them in 1 hour. Remember, your brain does not know the difference between the screen and reality. You've heard that, right? Your brain is thinking those women on the screen are actually in the savannah. Your brain is not thinking that's a screen computer. Because when you watch porn, your limbic brain gets engaged, not your prefrontal cortex. In your prefrontal cortex, that's when you logically reason, no, those are pixels. That's your prefrontal cortex. But as soon as you begin to watch porn, your prefrontal cortex shuts down. So you don't realize that's pixels. Your limbic brain, the animal, the primal brain, the animal in you, the evolutionary impulse in you comes out and thinks, look at how many women are in the savannah. Look at how many women are on the land. Oh, that's her house? That's her house? I'm going to her house. Let's go. Let's go get this baby. But it's not true. That's what fucks you up. That's what fucks us up. It's all of those things that happen while watching porn that makes it so bad. It's not the fact that you even release. I told you earlier, my best ability is to take complex, ambiguous concepts and ideas and problems and break them down into understandable, bite-sized, and applicable and practical pieces right now. The problem is not that you even release the semen. It's a problem too. But you know what's the problem with the semen? Excessive ejaculation is the problem, not ejaculation itself. Excessive, depleting the supply. Just like excessively swiping your card eventually is gonna get you into a withdrawal. Yeah, it's the same thing. You keep withdrawing, you're gonna run empty. So excessive, I want you to correct your statements from now on. Excessive ejaculation is the problem, not ejaculation itself. Although you do lose something each time you ejaculate, but ejaculation itself can't be the problem because we are born to ejaculate. It can't be the problem. It's a problem too, but it's a secondary problem. The primary problem is all the unconscious processes that are happening as you're watching porn that you're not aware. That's why after every session, you feel more anxious, you feel more disconnected, more aloof, more confused. Yeah. Because as soon as you fire that screen up, the prefrontal cortex goes to sleep. And the animal in you comes out and says, I'll take her, I'll take one. Matter of fact, I'll take all the three of them in a threesome. Matter of fact, let's have an orgy. Yeah. It's no longer fun to have one at a time. Let's have all of them bitches together. Woo! And we're going to have a powerful blow. The most powerful blow we're going to have. The hardest erection we're going to have on all them bitches. That's what fucks you up. Namaste. right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of self-empowerment. Stay on this journey. Welcome to Man's Superpower. Feel your power, bro. You are on the right path. You are on the right journey. The journey of self-discovery, the journey of self-love, the journey of